Hello, Mothership! This is Miss Bliss reporting in. So, this is an introduction to the Battle of Minds for anyone who's unfamiliar with the subject. The Battle of Minds is an ancient war, and it has been waged upon the peoples of Earth for thousands and thousands of years. It is still the one main battle on the planet at this time. The irony and genius of this battle is that most participants don't even know they are part of it. The biggest war since forever, and they all think they live in peace. Little do they realize that the weapons are not guns, they're not bombs, they're not swords. The weapons are in the food, in the air, in the water, in the things they call medications. The people are surrounded by a coward's weapon, poison, in almost everything they consume. It's almost everywhere they turn. But the most dangerous weapon is the control of the mind. The people have been indoctrinated for generations on how worthless they are, on how small and insignificant they are, on how big and cold and random and unforgiving the universe is. All this is lies, none of this is true. If people were to study the Maharishi effect or the meditation effect, they would know that they are indeed powerful, and that they are even stronger when they come together in unity. That's why the Dark Ones want them separated, only united through fear, to keep them weak, in suffering, and alone. It makes them easier to prey upon, and it makes them easier to control, so they poison the minds of the people. They make them hate each other for their differences, race, gender, religion, political views, social distancing. It's all used to keep people separate and enslaved. Controlling the minds of the people makes not just the individual mind a puppet on strings, but entire nations. How many millions of the Earth's population were brought to their knees simply because they were told to be afraid of this bullshit boogeyman thing, and they accepted this. In the book 1984, there is a phenomenon called the 2 minutes of hate, which is a technique used to brainwash the people in the book to hate on the right people. And this technique is used to excess in the world here today. Every day, 24/7, the propaganda media will demand you hate on this person or that person, and usually it's the tellers of truth or champions of peace who are the ones who are hated on the most. And the people's minds are so enslaved by this mass hypnosis that by bringing up the wrong name or subject in a conversation might trigger an unhealable conflict between the people talking together, regardless of their bond prior to the conversation. Families and friends torn apart over simple differences of opinion. It's crazy, I know. The later years, fake news has been one of the big propaganda media tools, making people believe that anything that isn't mainstream approved is nothing more than vicious lies. And anyone doubting or questioning the narrative are crazy conspiracy theorists, when in reality, the propaganda media, they are the fake news, and they are the liars and the bullshitters. They poison people's minds to accept wars, to accept needless suffering, and to accept their own enslavement. But, as always, in the universe there has to be balance, and truth is a stronger force than lies and deceit, and lies can only last for so long. Light is information, and information is light, and the instreaming of light on the planet at this time has not been experienced by the people on this planet before. Entering the era of knowledge is now, and it is a choice for the people of Earth to either go into the knowing or to remain ignorant in the dark. So how does one go into knowing when facing the raging war of consciousness or the battle of minds? One starts with the knowledge that we do not know. Knowing is not of this density, but the desire to know truth is the key. I'll report back soon. Love and light. Miss Bliss, out.